Today we're going to go and do a bit of off-road. After last week and just a revelation of being on such a capable little bike that felt so comfortable off-road, I just thought I would like this week to just go and do a bit more, see what she's capable of, basically. So there's a lot of water around. We had Storm Babbitt in the week. It's left a lot of flooding behind. So we'll just see how we get on, really. Not sure what we're going to come up against. Let's just go and see what we can find anyway. Little Jimmy the Him, he's had his first big week of commuting, and he's done me proud, actually. He's done a fantastic job. Really comfortable getting to and from work. Most of it is under average speed cameras anyway, so it's, you know, it doesn't matter about the speed, does it? You don't need power, you don't need to go fast. Managed it absolutely perfectly. So yeah, that was great. Storm Babbitt on Friday absolutely hurled it down with rain on the way to work and on the way back, incidentally. But on the way back, the biggest problem was the sporadic flooding. Little Jimmy the Himmy, just nothing was too difficult. So let's go and give him his next challenge, which is going to be on a couple of back lanes that I know. We're going to go both directions on them if we can get through the second one. Beautiful day again after all that rain, after that hideous weather on Friday. Right, here we are. Let's get on it. I find that there really isn't a lot of need to stand up. The bike feels super stable on most surfaces that I was on last week. This is the road that I did last week. I went up it and then down it, where I got a boot full of water. So yeah, I can see that being quite badly flooded at the bottom. We didn't do this very top bit here. There's nothing too difficult for Himmy, if I put him in the correct gear, that is. There's a bit of a vibration on the bike, and I heard it last week, and then I didn't think it would get picked up in editing, but you can definitely hear it in editing. There's a vibration coming from somewhere. It sounds like a plastic panel that's vibrating. I don't have a clue what's causing it, but so this is where we stopped last week. So we came up to this point, so we'll just trundle back down from this point again. So we already know we can do this. It's easy. It's great. It's super confidence inspiring to just be able to ride a machine that feels quite as stable as this, to be honest, off-road. You know, riding the big GSs, I know they're supremely capable, and especially so in the right hands, you know, with the right person who's got the skills to be able to deal with it. But really, to build up to that sort of skill level, it takes a bit of time. So I'm just going to stick with the Himmy for a while off-road, doing the off-road stuff. I'm not going to take the big Beamer out, not for a while anyway. I will do at some point again, but not at the moment. Let's work on those skills. See if I can work out how things work better off-road on a smaller bike. Cool. Right, this is the one that I think I'm going to have a problem with further up. Right, come on, let's go and have a look. See what we're going to come up against up here. This lane is a different animal altogether. And one where I think it's going to get super tricky. feels so comfortable on the rough stuff. It's just so happy to be on it. It just doesn't bother it at all. So we're going to go over this crest here, and then going down the other side at the bottom of this bit is where we're going to run into the heavy water, I believe. Yeah, I think it's going to be flooded, maybe impassable, although it looks like someone's already been down it, so tough but not impossible perhaps. Which is the best side to be on? I think this side, maybe. Try and stick to the middle for as long as possible. Shit. No, I can stay this side, it's not bad. I'm going to have to try and adjust the headlight as well. I had a guy just remonstrating with me last week as I was riding home, because he said my headlight was right in his eyes through the rear view mirror, through his rear view mirror. I don't know what he expected me to do about it on the road as I was riding home. I agree with him actually, the beam is too high, but the headlight seems unwilling to move. Good. Well, handled that pretty well. Certainly a lot less nerve-wracking doing it on this than it is on the GS. So we're going to go back the same way and see how we get on. So like I say, I am no off-roader, so this is all just practice for me. You know, if you want to get better at anything, you need to just get out there and do it. Oh, Jesus. You need to just get out there and do it. So, this is me getting out there and just doing it. Just trying to stay on that middle line, although it's so high up compared to the grooves on either side. When you fall off it, you slide down into the hole at quite a rapid rate of knots, and that really is quite scary. I've done that. Oh, like that. Jesus. Oh, Christ. God, it's so slippery. Yeah, it's really slippery. God, it frightens the life out of you when that happens. Right, back to the flood. Let's get back through there. I told you this lane was a whole different beast. There's different dimensions to it, and when you ain't an off-roader, it really is quite a handful to manage. Here we are. Right, slow and steady. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, nicely done. Yeah, those sides, when you're up on the middle bit of the ridge, and then you slide off it like I did back there, jeez, everything gets to be a little bit of a handful, more than you actually want it to be. Flattening out up here a bit. It's mossy in the middle as well. There is moss in the middle, which also makes it a bit more of a handful. I do love just coming out and messing about with a camera and just getting some nice shots. My favourite obviously is always a DSLR. Just getting some nice DSLR shots. Love it. Morning, you're right. Hello. It's nice to see a happy smiley face when you come off-road, isn't it, rather than someone scowling at you, which is what you normally get. See, this here isn't even as bad as it was last week, which is really unbelievable considering the amount of rain that we had. Still, I'm not knocking it. I'm quite glad, actually. I put him through his paces a bit this last week, going to work and back, and then bringing him off-road, considering how much he hadn't done before I owned him. I mean, look at him now. I think he's altogether enjoying life more. So he's got that hugger on, which is really good. Now, the exhaust, it blows here at this union. Is that not? Does anybody else have that problem where that union, where the silencer box meets the main pipe of the exhaust? It's come adrift. Now I put this thing on, this exhaust mend thing on to hold it together a bit better, and then just tightened up the clips, but it's still blowing. Does anybody else have that problem? Everything else I think is pretty much fine. Right on this middle bit, which water isn't as deep, however it is more dodgy being on it. Where am I going to get off it? Up there. Here. I wish I'd not come this way now. Are you going or are you staying? I think you're stuck. Jesus, they're deep. Wow. It's not easy being stuck behind these two now. Morning, mate. Cheer up. Just trying to use the back brake coming down here. It's a long time since I've been down here. Yeah, that top bit there was deeply rutted. I mean, that is the 4x4s that are causing that, so they are causing some problems, because he just had to tow the other one out, and because it was bottoming out. So the old Defender is far more capable than the Range Rover. or the Disco or whatever that other one was. None of it too much of a problem for Himalayan. Far more capable than I was down there. Morning. Excellent. Good. We're just coming to the end of this lane now, and then I'm going to head home, get cleaned up. I mean, even after all that bad weather, those lanes weren't as bad as I anticipated them to be. I thought they were going to be impassable at places, so the bit where I filmed going through that flood, I just anticipated that flood was going to be really bad. Right, let's head home for a cup of tea. Hope you've enjoyed this little video of a little bit of off-road on the Himalayan. I'll see you on the next video, guys. This is number 2 in the Himalayan series. Hope you're enjoying these little videos. Bye for now.